Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Accounting and Reporting 5130. So with this video, I'm just going to give a brief overview of the course. So first of all, a word about me. So I'm Daphne Rickson. I'm Associate Professor here at St. Mary's University, and I teach accounting. And of course, I'm also the Executive Director of our Center of Excellence in Accounting and Reporting for Cooperatives. And I've been here at St. Mary's since 2008. Before that, I worked for over 20 years as a controller and finance director. And so when I'm not teaching and researching co-ops and credit unions, I enjoy traveling various places around the world. If you need to meet with me, I do have office hours, but usually just by appointment, because it's better for me to meet with you when you want to meet rather than me having set hours. So the hours are virtual, of course, through Zoom or Teams. Good old telephone also works if that's your choice, and I try to respond to my emails within 24 hours. So a general overview of the course is to give you a general understanding of how to interpret financial statements, also to understand the importance of non-financial performance reporting, and to understand some of the basics of both financial and non-financial reporting, to be able to read financial statements and determine the financial health of the cooperative. And when you're looking at the non-financial performance indicators, we want to start to identify those that cooperatives in particular can use to measure their progress towards their strategic goals. And we're also going to have a look at factors that reflect on the cooperative principles, and also the importance of having good governance and risk management practices. The evaluation, we have online quizzes, and that's based on the accounting textbook, and there's 5 of those at 6% each. Then we have our living labs, our discussion boards. There's 6 of those at 8% each, and the way I've allocated the 8 marks is that a 6 goes to the content, to the quality of your response. Are you appropriately addressing all the questions that have been asked to you? If you respond to other postings, and your communication style, so your grammar, sentence structure, etc. You know, whether or not it's a formal business writing style, so that's worth 1%. Then there's an individual project, and that's worth 22%. And there's another video explaining the individual project in a little bit more detail. So all that adds up to 100%. I mentioned the accounting book, so there is the e-book from Ivy Software, and it includes the textbook as well as PowerPoints that are accompanied by voiceover lectures. The text includes just chapters 1 to 5. You don't do the test on them. There's no exam on it. It's just the quiz. And there's various quizzes in the system, but you do the 1-mark self-assessment quiz, because that's the one that's going to be graded and used towards your overall grade for the course. So for this course, as with all the other courses, of course, there's lecture notes, readings, and videos. So each module will provide some additional lecture notes that covers the topics not included in the textbook. There's also readings, and these add with the lecture notes and the readings, it really adds to the cooperative perspective of this course. In addition, there's some modules where there's videos from cooperative experts and thought leaders to provide additional content. So the living labs, they're called the living labs because you apply the concepts to your cooperative or credit union, or to another cooperative of your choosing, depending on the module requirements. You're expected to post a response to the full class discussion board Then after each posting, each student must respond to at least one other student's posting. And a little hint here, you might want to look ahead and see the type of information or people you may need to speak to complete the assignment. So if it turns out 2 or 3 assignments is necessary for you to speak to your CFO, then you might want to, line all that up at the same time. So to ensure a meaningful learning experience for everybody, it's really essential that you adhere to the schedule by posting your response in time for the other students to be able to read and to respond. So tips for success in the course. It's important for you to prepare a schedule reflecting the due date, so allow sufficient time to do the work. Include a contingency for unexpected events such as work or illness, etc. Don't leave your assignments for late Sunday nights. Anticipate, connection issues, or the assignment may take longer than planned. And if you have any issues with the course material, please contact me as soon as you can for help. And the earlier you do it, the better. So keep in touch. If you have any difficulties, any health issues, family issues that impact your ability to complete the task, let me know, and I'll try to work with you to come up with a resolution. So remember, the sooner you contact me, the better. The longer you wait, the more difficult it is to finish the course on time. So good luck with the course.